So if you can maintain that perspective of honesty and integrity and sort of your own inner ethic for not creating harm out of your own fear of not doing a good enough job or not really being qualified or not being Buddhist enough or whatever your mind will produce, they'll say like, I haven't sat enough long retreats. That's true. But then don't beat yourself up about it. Just go and sit the retreats and see that this is a lifetime's engagement. Okay? It's not like you have to get it all done the next year. And if you maintain that kind of honesty and integrity, even if you don't know everything that you think you know, you'll know enough. Because what your students will feel, whether they're kids or adults, will be your presence, your authenticity, your openness, your not knowing everything. Not knowing is so important. Awareness of what we know is important. But the not knowing is always bigger than the knowing. And so the awareness is big enough to hold it all. And knowing what you know you don't know, that's like, really? It sounds weird, but it's like, that's weird. And then you see you're a unique embodiment of wisdom. Now, not 30 years from now. That's the challenge. And there's a certain kind of urgency, as I'm suggesting to it. So the world actually needs you to do what you want to do, I'm guessing, because you came to this particular workshop, that you care. Trust that. Trust that. Let life be your meditation teacher. Yes, there are all sorts of people and places to go where you can sort of really exercise that muscle more deeply and under high conditions of, retreat and focus and so forth, fewer distractions. At least you'll think that until you get there, and then say, just because I'm on retreat doesn't mean I have left my head at home. No, and your head is carrying the entire universe, so it's like, oh my God, are you in there too? Just when I'm trying to have some rest or repose. And you don't need to shut it off. See, that's the biggest mistake that we make, is teaching people to shut off thinking, or that thinking is bad. It's beautiful. It's just that awareness is equally beautiful, and we never get any training in it. And we train in awareness by paying attention. Now, every teacher wants their students to pay attention. And, before the invention of the internet and the web, hardly any students were paying attention, even when they had notebooks and no iPhones and laptops. Now, people don't even come to class because they can just download it all from them. So there's a certain way in which the analog you needs to meet the analog them and make it interesting enough so that they'll actually want to come, attend class and love it. So that then it becomes infectious. It's a love affair, but it's not narcissistic. It's a love affair with life, with what the movie was pointing to, with the beauty of and the preciousness and the miracle of not just this day, but this day embraced in the embodiment that we call you, whoever you are. And that's the invitation. And then it's like, it's a conceit in a sense to think that we are practicing mindfulness. Once you get into it and begin to taste the beauty of dropping in that way, it's more like the practice is doing you. It's revealing to you how to get out of your own way, exactly what we were talking about at the beginning.